We have an amazing business opportunity available in Send Out Cards. We're part of a $7.5 billion industry that's 80% owned by just two companies. You know who they are, it's Hallmark and American Greetings. These companies have found that the average consumer purchases about 10 greeting cards a year. Now that's about a card a month. What we've found in Send Out Cards is people actually have a need to send out about a card a day, and that's where the opportunity is. Now why do you need to send a card a day? Well, think about it. Think of all the people in your life, in your personal life and in your business life. People who have a need to receive a card or some information from you. Let's say you're in the insurance business, or you're a real estate agent, or a stay-at-home mom, or you're part of the PTA at the school, or that you have responsibilities at your local church. There's a constant need to stay in touch and follow up with the people in your life. So yes, there is a need for at least a card a day. We teach a principle in Send Out Cards to send an unexpected card every day to someone in your life, whether it's in your business or in your personal life. As a result, people are sending numerous cards every day.
There is a need for a card a day because at the end of the day, you should ask yourself, did I make a difference? Did I touch someone's life? Was I able to send someone a note of appreciation, a thank you, a birthday greeting, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, whatever the case may be? With Send Out Cards, the opportunity for you to send a card a day makes it so easy to touch people's lives. I don't see how everyone in this country could not get on board with this incredible system.
Again, the opportunity is found in moving the consumer from a card a month to a card a day. That gives us the opportunity to grow the entire industry several times its current size. Now, why don't people send out a card a day? Well, there are actually three primary reasons why they don't. Number one, it's inconvenient to go out and purchase a greeting card. Number two, people forget about birthdays and special occasions. And number three, it costs too much. At Send Out Cards, we have a solution. We make it convenient, we never let you forget, and you can send a card for about a third the cost of a greeting card that you'd buy at the store. Now another cool thing is we have no competition. Nobody is doing what we're doing at Send Out Cards. And finally, we have one-on-one training. We have the ability for a representative of Send Out Cards to sit down at a computer with another person and easily show them how to send a card, teach them the system, and teach them this philosophy of at least a card a day.
My training was awesome. I loved my training. The Treat 'em Right seminar is something that everyone should attend. You meet the best people, there's the best coaches, and it was just a great experience.
So there you have it, convenience, reminders, and low cost coupled with an educational system that is second to nothing else in the world today. All of these things are helping us get the consumer from a card a month to a card a day. At Send Out Cards, you have the unique opportunity to be part of massively growing an entire industry. Excited yet? Let's talk about relationship marketing. Businesses out there are realizing that traditional marketing practices are less and less effective. The reason for this is the fact that we live in an information age. You can actually Google any product or service you want and have access to as much information as possible. So traditional marketing techniques are less and less effective, and companies are realizing that they have to create better, stronger relationships with their customer base. Send Out Cards is the greatest relationship marketing tool available today. Why? Because we're out there teaching people how to truly create relationships with their customer. What we teach is that appreciation wins over self-promotion every single time. That customer or client of yours needs to know that you care about them. You do this by sending heartfelt message to them in a greeting card, by adding pictures of yourself and them in a greeting card, by sending those out on a consistent basis, remembering their birthdays and giving them a genuine message. This is how you create true relationship marketing. There's a great movement in our society today for this, and Send Out Cards is the greatest tool to provide it.
We had been sending out greeting cards for well over 8 years. These were handwritten greeting cards, and we spent a lot of time, money, and effort every month accumulating those cards and sending them out to our clients, and that actually resulted in generally 100% business in our real estate company. So the power behind the greeting cards were something that we understood right away. After 8 years of actually doing the handwritten greeting cards, so to speak, we were introduced to Send Out Cards, like I said, 24 months ago. And when we first saw this, our mouths dropped open. It was just a flashing of the obvious, snap of the finger, we got it. And for us, it's saved us time, it's saved us money, and we've sent out more cards than we ever thought we could.
So are you ready for more? Have you ever heard of the law of attraction? It's a concept that everyone in the world is buzzing about. It says that the energy you send out into the universe is what you draw back to yourself. Well, how much positive energy can you generate by sending a card every day? In fact, we believe that Send Out Cards delivers the greatest mechanism on the planet to apply positive law of attraction principles in your life.
The significance of Send Out Cards and the law of attraction is this. By doing something every day, it becomes a part of your life. It becomes a habit. It becomes something consistent. And guess what? Your mind activates that and becomes subconsciously. You do it unconsciously because now it's a part of you. And here's what's so important about Send Out Cards and being able to send and give. There's a special type of thing that happens. When you give, this is one of the things that I teach. When you give, you forget. When you receive, you remember. And Send Out Cards is so wonderful for that because when someone gives something to you, you give it back. When you receive something, you give it back. And it's such a wonderful, wonderful vehicle, and it makes it easy for you to impact your life.
Now, what does all this mean to you? You can actually be part of this great movement by helping the consumer get from a card a month to a card a day. In fact, it's essential. It's important that we have thousands of people out there who can sit down at a computer and show somebody how to send a card on this system. Teach them the philosophy of Send Out Cards and show them how this works. It's all about education. We need to educate the consumers of this world on a new methodology, a new way of sending cards out. You see, we're out to help millions of people become card senders. Now, the way we do this is we simply duplicate our own efforts. In other words, you teach people how to become a card sender, and then you teach them to teach people to become a card sender. As a result, you have the opportunity to get paid on the efforts of many.
We've introduced this business to a few people and taught them how to introduce it to a few people, who in turn taught a few people, and so on and so forth, that this business grew to where we have thousands of people in our organization, but we've only brought in a few.
Now let me give you an example of how this works. You teach someone to become a card sender and you could receive up to $120 every time you do this. Now after a simple qualification, you move to a new level. And now you'll receive $170 every time you teach somebody. But more importantly, you'll also receive $50 anytime they teach somebody. And when you take it to the next level, you receive $220 anytime you teach somebody. And more importantly, $100 anytime they teach somebody. Now this is duplication at its very best. It provides you an opportunity to make substantial income by duplicating your efforts. Now, speaking of duplication, let me share with you the power of what we're talking about. Let's say that you share Send Out Cards with just 5 people, but more importantly, you teach them to share Send Out Cards with just 5 people each, and then they teach their people to do the same. Get the picture?
The duplication process, though, is so simple and so an easy concept because all we're doing is sharing our knowledge with someone else. And when they get excited about it and they're using it, then obviously they can share it with someone else. And because of that, my husband and I have built an incredible business where we are definitely living a very nice lifestyle off of just Send Out Cards. And it was only because of the duplication process.
We invite you to become a team member of one of the greatest movements in the history of network marketing. You don't want to miss this. Get with the person that sent you this presentation. They will teach you, coach you, and mentor you to a new level of financial opportunity in your life. But the best part is, you're going to help people change their lives by sending an unexpected card every day. The crusade of Send Out Cards is to change lives by helping people act on their prompting. The deal is an unbelievable opportunity for you.